Hi there, it's Jules and Lorraine from Our Crafty Home, and welcome. And what we want to do today is present to you all the whips that we are currently working on for the month of May.
And by the way, welcome back. We've been very busy. We're working on a lot of different stuff, and one of them is as executor. There's still some things that are popping up, and we're trying to deal with that. So that was one of the big busy things that kept us busy. We were going to go to the mountains, and Alberta's been overwhelmed with rain. Eh?
Yeah, lots of rain.
We just get rain. Today I popped out because I saw, hey, there's a little bit of time to go and cut the lawn at the highest level. Because if we don't cut that lawn, oh boy,
yeah,
we're going to get into real problems. So we did a little bit of trimming there just to get that done. So we're back because we want to keep up with you guys and sort of let you know. Lorraine and I have taken some time to sort of strategize some things. So one of the things first we wanted to talk about, I think Lorraine's ready to talk about this, is putting all our canvases on GemsFlow, which was an idea which we've been following the principal painter as she's taking these canvases all over the place and putting them into GemsFlow. So Lorraine will talk to you a little bit about our experience with that. Okay, Lorraine.
Okay. So what I'll do, and hopefully you can see this, but what this is at the bottom right hand corner there is a plus sign, and that's where you press on here. And what you would do is you would put in the information, so it would be like your project name, and then your width, your height of your canvas, the number of colors, number of drills. And then what they have here is a purchase detail, so it's where you got it from, and you also put in the price and the total dollar value. And then further on there's project details, so that tells you what type of drills, whether it's square or round, whether it's a full or partial canvas. And here it says the status, so you can indicate which one it is, whether you did not receive it, you did receive it but not started, and started or on hold, completed, which is you kept it, completed, you sold it, and completed, it was gifted. And then further on, you indicate on this little calendar on the right when it was ordered, when it was received, when you started on the canvas, and when you finished. And then here you have the opportunity to write any notes on here pertaining to the canvas that you were working on. So this has been an excellent tool for us, and this is just some of the ones that I have on here. And as you see, this one here says started, so there's 7 canvases that have been started. Here is the ones that have been received and not started. And then further, and you can see there's quite a few that we've got trickling along here. And then at the very bottom, what we have here is not received. So there's 1 canvas as yet that we haven't received, and these are the ones that have been kept. So it's an excellent little tool. And one thing I should mention to you is this image. I've been taking the pictures right off of the off of the Diamond Art Club box. And so that's where I'm pulling all my images from. And it's as simple as 1, 2, and 3. So it's very user-friendly. I was pretty surprised. And it was a great little tool to find out about. So I thank Kara of the Principal Painter for that.
How many canvases do you think we have about?
Let me see here. So we've got roughly around, I'd say, 75 canvases.
Okay,
yeah.
So we have about 75 canvases.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do too is, as we took a little bit of extra time here, we thought, okay, we got to strategize for ourselves some things, because there's a lot of stuff happening and you kind of get swept into some activities and others you say no. We really wanted to get solid plan for ourselves. So what we did is we reviewed all the upcoming events with Diamond Painting and Friends 2.0. We're part of that group. and also Sparkly Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. They go through that group, Diamond Painting with Friends, plus all the other offerings that are out there. So by looking at all that, we were able to say, okay, this is where our plan is. Now, Jules and Lorraine have a version of 26 canvases in 26. We do have a version of that. So it's all in my nice, wonderful little sheet here, which I'll have as a part of our slide presentation. And by the way, we're going to do the slide presentation of the canvases that are works in progress right now. So you'll see them, and then you'll see the follow-up sheet right behind it of the details of that canvas. So we're going to do that. We're going to try and see how that works. But what I've done is, so we've highlighted this sheet, and you'll see we've completed 10 canvases. As of May, I completed Grogu. That was the 10th of the year. And we have 16 others. So I added one because we had 15 that we planned to do, and I thought, why aren't we doing 26 so that we're right at that number? So I added Paris Memories onto this. So what you're going to see is that the Carnival Magic is going to be the first one. Then you'll see the Grinch. Then you'll see the Secret Garden by Jay Wall. Then you'll see the 13th Hour. You'll see Grogu, who's finished. You'll see Sunnyside Antiques, which Lorraine started. And Golden Flowers, Lorraine should finish that in June.
I'm sure hoping for that.
Yeah, she said to me,
Yeah.
she actually gave me a date, June 20th. That's just June. Don't make it too hard on yourself, right? So we expect to complete 2 more canvases in June. Now, what we're going to also do with this list is we've also got canvases that we've never opened that are now part of this, and they're going to be part of our whips. So we'll open those up next week. Okay? So we'll slowly open them up as we're ready to kit them up. So those are going to be, you're going to see some canvases there as well. And our diamond painting purchases, the wonderful thing about that is we're still really on track. Last May we purchased 5 canvases. This May we purchased 2. So we're ahead of the game by 3 canvases for May. So we do this on a month-by-month basis. And of course, last year we had lots of canvases and we're way down from last year. Last year we had 79 canvases. So we're just those excitable beginners, right? So we went crazy. And but we're way down. This year I see we've got 11. So far we've got 11 canvases for almost half the year.
Great.
So we only bought 2 in May, and I was thinking of opening them, and then I thought, no, you know what, we should open the ones that we're going to feature in our whips that are coming in. So we're a little bit different than everybody. Most people are getting 26 kits. We're making sure they have 26 things kitted up one way or another. And we haven't kitted up, of course, all those. Otherwise, we're tons of kits. We probably could do it, but we're just going to do them as we're comfortable. Probably like this one, June, we're going to be doing 2 completions. We're probably going to be bringing 2 whips from our list on, and that'll work better for us. But the idea is all of these will come into the whole year. So in the end, we would have completed 26, or maybe not complete, but at least kitted up and active in 26 different ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
That's something I dreamed up.
And I have a phrase in regards to us, and I call it smash your stash. So that's exactly what we're trying to do here.
Right. So we're not adding to the levels we had, but we're chopping away at it. Yeah. So, we're trying to do the Lizette and the Queen of Diamonds detoxes and all these things to try
combine in one.
Yeah, combine in one just to level it down to a workable. And we like doing the workable. Like, we could kit up a whole pile right away, but why?
Yeah, it's not worth it for us. Not for anybody else, but for us.
For us. Like I've done, 5 at the most I'm working on? And you're working on 2 at the most. And we find, we just don't want to push it beyond that, eh? So we're trying to keep it in a manageable level.
Yeah.
Plus you feel accomplishment when you can complete some stuff. Like in June here, we'll have 2 complete. As a matter of fact, my circus one will be done within a couple days. So that'll be another completion in June, and Lorraine will be having her horse. And you know, you feel like you're on top of stuff, you're accomplishing things, and that's just the way we are, eh? So just wanted to also note about the content providers that have helped us a lot through things. And Lizette Crafts and Tells, of course, is guiding us, and all these little sheets and things. She was the one that actually came up with the idea of your buying history changes. This sheet here, Lorraine can show it to you. She's the one that thought of that, where one of the content providers said, boy, I can't keep on top of my purchases. And Lizette said, look at it month by month. If you've got a victory, celebrate that victory for the month. So you could see we're in a positive situation for each period. So that's good for us. We don't want to get out of control on that either. And so especially her and Queen of Diamonds with her detox as well, we're part of that, and we post in their completions as well. The Principal Painter has showed us a lot of different techniques and things as well. So we're really happy with these guys, and there's way more. Like we follow quite a few, eh, Lorraine? Yeah. We follow quite a few content providers, but each of them gives us something a little bit more, and we're just happy to follow along with them. We'll probably have another version of our kitting up, which will just clarify some of the things we had talked about, but we never have a demonstration of it. And one of the big things is when you're kitting up 26, you may want to go to the baggies. If they're in the nice Ziplocs, we did talk about that. And in our last video, we talked about one of the content providers who had a whole demonstration of doing it. So she actually had the stickers, put them on, whatever, and did it all through that method, eh?
I think it was that Leanne of Diamonds and Doxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're really good with names. See how you need your partner, because Lorraine's good on names. I'm not as good on the names, but yeah, it was Diamonds and Doxies, and she did a really good job on that.
Very good.
So we're gonna show you one that we've purchased, and again, it's, you know, whatever you get as a kit, you got to make sure that it has the little baggies. The other thing you have to do is control the static, because if you're going to be going in and out of little plastic baggies onto your tray and then back and forth, you're going to have to make sure that the tray at least has got a lot of some static guard or something to prevent the static from building up. Yeah. So it's got its little issues too. Mm-hmm. But for us right now, our Molodinos are our number one.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially so. Me. I think I'm just love the Molodinos.
Elizabeth Ward and Diamond Art Club too. Those are two that I actively use a lot, because there's the different sizes of containers, and I really like that. But we're going to show you also, we did get the seed container that we talked about. We have a representation of that kitted up. And the only difference with the seed container is that it's the different sizes of the tubes. So it has some different sizes, and there's variations in that, but it's all bought through Amazon through seed container. So that's kind of cool. So we'll have some different things to share with you guys, and I think that's about it for our show and tell for May and what we've accomplished, Dana, right?
Yeah, I think that's about all.
Okay, so thanks for coming along, guys, with us again and not abandoning us as we left for a little while. And we said, well, we're going to come back in August, but we never did come back in August. We're earlier because we missed you guys. So here we are back again. And thank you for joining us. And
yes, thank you so much.
We really appreciate the comments.
Yes.
So if you guys have any comments, and often that helps us too. We learn some things through the comments. We don't know everything, but we're learning, and we share what we learn.
Yes, and we love learning.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.